Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony, and this is Nick.
Hi.
We're here to give you your weekly rundown of the nerd news and we find interesting, as well as give you our main topic of the week. Normally, this is where I'd give you our topic, but I'm going to leave that for a surprise for later, because it kind of goes with a news story from one of the news stories from the week. This week, we're going to start off with our rundown of Flash and Arrow. Or as I like to call it, we shit on the Flash because it doesn't know what the fuck it's doing ever, and Arrow because it's good, constantly. Well, this season at least. So, what do you want to start with, Arrow or Flash?
Let's do Arrow first.
Yeah, let's get the good one out of the way. I liked it. I thought it was a good episode leading into what will be the season finale of the season. It just showed that not everything finished off great with last week's episode. He had a full plan in motion from the get-go. Getting captured was all part of his plan. And apparently Argus uses yellow jumpsuits instead of orange for their prison.
I love those yellow jumpsuits.
I was like, why is he wearing yellow? It's so weird. Is it to distinguish that he's in Argus and not in a normal prison? Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
They showed the yellow ones before.
Yeah. It's an Argus prison thing.
So I never did finish, or I never went and watched last week's episode.
Yeah.
I just took your review and left it at that. But I watched this week's.
My stunning review.
Yeah. I watched this week's, and it was really good. 1 second, I just got unplugged here.
Hang on 1 second. We're working on it.
So, it was really good. I liked it. I liked the plot. I liked the idea of Chase picking everyone off and capturing them. I liked Oliver's decision to try to do it on his own. I liked the flashback stuff, like when he was being tortured with that mind thing, and then he was
that was really cool. That was sweet.
That was really cool. Like
I like that.
In the first episode, seeing Shadow's dad.
Yeah.
Like, talk to him and stuff. That was really cool. Yeah, I really liked the whole episode. I liked where they're leading to now, and like it ends with them all on the island and stuff. Like that's really cool.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's really well.
Yeah, I hope it led into its finale. Like I said last week, I thought it would have been a great season finale where they ended it, but this episode just kind of was like, oh, we have more to do, but not in a bad way.
Yeah, it wasn't dragged on.
No, it felt everything was natural. It flowed. Natural, yeah. Do you hear that, Flash? Flow. Natural. Make everything work properly. Like holy shit.
So, with Arrow,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing Slade next week.
Oh, me too. That was a great ad. Oh,
I liked Malcolm coming back.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
New people.
We should have said that like a minute and a half ago. We already.
Sorry.
I liked Malcolm coming back. I didn't know who was up in the rafters.
Yeah.
When he was down in like the bunker. And I was like, oh, who's up there and stuff, and it was Malcolm. That was pretty cool.
I had read prior to that Malcolm was in this week's, so I knew when he was showing up at some point, and I figured that was him up there. Mm-hmm. And then they got, I just like that, everyone's coming back for this. This is kind of what Arrow's been building towards all this season, was just everybody's back. Well, that's alive. Mm-hmm. And even some that aren't.
Yeah.
But, it's so good.
I read something. To remember, it just was about moving forward towards next season.
Yeah, because they don't have flashbacks to rely on.
Flashbacks to rely on, and I think it was even something that they said in this episode where it was like, oh, I wonder if that's what they're gonna build towards more, and just like Oliver being more of like a hero. Not so much baggage. All these seasons have always been, because they're working in tandem with the flashbacks, there have always been, he learned this lesson on the island,
yeah.
He's going to relearn it here. He learned how to do this on the island, and he's going to see that still applies here. You know, like, that's how it's always worked. Like, he already dealt with something similar on the island, now he's going to do it.
Yeah, and the flashbacks led right into that. There'd be a scene where he'd be like, oh, blah, 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 this. Flashback to him doing it and then relearning it. Yeah,
like or already having knowledge of an item or something like that. Yeah, so like that looks really cool. Chase, I hope they don't kill him.
I don't think they're gonna kill. Arrow's pretty good for the most part about not killing the villains they want to use.
Like, I hope he comes back. I hope he's there next season as like a minor character. Like, moving forward, he's a part of the show. He's like his Joker.
Yeah,
because he has mind fucked Oliver every chance he gets.
Oh yeah, he's definitely worked it.
After what you said about last week and the idea of like, okay, it kind of looked like he was defeated.
Yeah, he played him.
Like, you know, like,
I was so wrong. He played his ass so good.
You know, and all that stuff. So it's like, no, man, this was what he fucking wanted.
Yeah, he played Ollie so good. So, like, again.
I hope he's part of the next season. Like, they don't, like, one-off him. Like, I hope he, like, comes back, does a few... you know what I like? If he came back and if they structured the show differently, where, like, Gotham does this, and I know you don't watch it, I haven't watched it either, but they do it in the sense of, like, they do it better in arcs. So you got 6 episodes of like this.
Yeah, it's the mini arcs.
Yeah, so
yeah.
It would be nice if like Chase came back and did 6 episodes of like his shit, and then you do like another 6 episodes of like this idea, and then like, but like kind of they're all connected.
Yeah, well that's why the HBO and like the Netflix shows all flow better, because they're shorter and they have those little arcs in them.
Yeah,
they're not have to stretch it over 24 episodes.
It'd be nice if they did like, they do what? 3
little mini arcs.
3 6-episode arcs.
Yeah.
But still have like
a grand theme overall. Yeah,
it would be like doing, let's say, like Daredevil.
I think Heroes used to do that.
Yeah.
They'd have like kind of a mini arc, but that would tie into the grand arc overall, and it worked for a while.
A thing like Daredevil, where it's like on Netflix, you got like 8 episodes from season 1. But season 1, season 2, and season 3 all kind of tell one major story.
Yeah,
it would kind of be doing the same idea.
I think it would help.
Structure.
Yeah,
if they did that. I don't think they will. But
no, they like their really long
arc. Say in the creative choices. But
I wish I had some say in some of their creative choices.
Flash.
Oh, what the okay? So, Flash this week started off okay for me, going through its normal paces of like, okay, everyone's getting ready for Iris to die. Mm-hmm. They're kind of that natural, like, everyone's kind of getting some closure, and they're dealing with it in their own way, which I'm fine with, because Flash is, for the most part, really good with its character moments when they're not over sappy and overbearing. Like that part where you see just them, like, dealing with it, and it's like 12 hours to go until she dies. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I can get behind that. Yeah. And then he gets this great plan that he's going to go steal the crystal.
Well, already, you've mentioned what I had a problem with.
The crystal?
No, fuck the crystal. He had a plan. Okay? No, because the show instantly does something and then just completely forgot to read 2 lines above it. So
yeah.
not Oliver. Barry had a plan. He's like, I'm going to go back, I'm going to get Snart to help me.
The thing, by the way, he said he would never do again.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't fucking time travel. But anyways, he does. He does that, though. But then, so he does that, and then 2 seconds later, he's like, okay, I'm going to go get him. And when he brings him back, he's like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then he's like, I'm going to do this. And then he's like, wait a minute. Okay, you guys need to stop talking, because if you tell me your plan, Savitar would know the plan, because I'm hearing it. I'm like, well, what about the 3 points of the plan that you just fucking said?
So, okay. Before we jump...
And then you saw it happen.
Yeah.
You saw Savitar hit the fucking memory.
I have a thing with that, but I want to shit on Argus first. So, they go to, not Waller.
How it opened.
I skipped that part when I jumped. Because Flash doesn't give a fuck about his structure, why should I? So, yes. I didn't lead 2 lanes ahead either. So, they go to, Argus, outside of Argus, to not Waller, because I don't remember her name, because I don't care about her at all. What?
Is it Lillian?
Magneto's wife. And she's like, oh, I can't give you this, blah, 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 I don't trust you, blah, blah, blah. And Barry's like, oh, is it because I did that thing where I changed your kid to another person? Well, first of all, you probably shouldn't bring that up, because it's maybe a point of contention, but good job on that. And then second of all, we just said the week before, Argus is the fucking Deus Ex plot machina, but all of a sudden, in Flash, she's like, fuck you. But if Ollie would have been like, hey, can we have the crystal? Just walking by, she would have been like, here you go.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Argus.
I had a thought, though, in the start about how it opened. So, He's given her his speech. Like, look, I know you have a daughter.
Well, it actually opens with previously on the Flash.
Yeah. But so
that was a joke.
My thing was that this is because of what you fucking did.
Yeah.
And this is what bothers me about this show, is that Barry's not learning anything.
Well, see, actually, this isn't his fault.
No, it is.
This time, for once, it's not his fault.
No, it is. Because he's going through life thinking there's no consequences for his actions, and they're allowing that to happen when he's writing it.
Yeah.
They're allowing it to go, hey, you fuck up time all you want? Go ahead.
But see, this isn't.
As a hero, because he has that look like, I'm a hero, I can get away with anything.
But for once, this isn't his fault.
It is.
No,
this is because of Flashpoint.
No. Savitar has nothing to do with Flashpoint.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Savitar and Alchemy and it all came out of the new timeline.
No. That's what they started off the season with. I think they forgot that halfway through.
Oh,
that's my point. Now it's all about Savitar.
Me watching the show as having had to watch the last 21 or 22 episodes, whatever we're at.
Yeah.
I see it though as like it was supposed. This wouldn't have happened in the original timeline.
See, I think at some point this would have happened, but so here's my gripe minus Argus. He creates this time remnant in the future to fight Savitar, right?
Yes. Well, no, he creates them here, which we don't see happen.
But at some point he makes these things to fight Savitar. Here's my gripe with that.
Just don't make them.
No, obviously. But if this is predestined that he makes them, one, don't make them. Two, why does this thing get new memories? And why doesn't Barry get Savitar's memories? Shouldn't he know he's him?
He's in the future.
But that's my gripe. So go with me on this. He goes in. It's the year 2024 when he finally fights him. And decides, hey, I'm going to trap him after he's already killed Iris or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He makes his time remnants. The time remnants, this one doesn't die in this timeline, separate from Thing, goes back in time, makes himself Savitar, does all this stuff with alchemy, and then goes to finally confront Barry to the point where it's a loop, right?
Yeah.
Why is this thing getting new memories based if Barry changes it? This thing is made in the future and is completely separate from Barry. It is now his own individual thing. Correct?
Yes.
So why, when Barry changes it, does this thing change? It should not get new memories.
I'm looking at it this way.
But I'm going on based on their predetermined for stuff.
But I'm saying, like, who's to say Barry never went and got Savitar? I mean, who's to say Barry never went and got Captain Cold? Maybe
the show did.
No, maybe he.
You saw him get new memories. Why wouldn't he have stopped him from going to get Captain Cold?
Because he doesn't care. Just like even when he got him.
But that's bullshit because he says in the show, I'll let him do it.
Yeah, I'll let him do it because.
This is new, but I'll let him do it.
Yeah.
He even says it's new.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't get those memories. This is a completely different thing. This Savitar is based off of what happened, not what Barry changes.
Somehow they're connected.
They shouldn't be though. That's my point. Exactly. This is where fucking Flash screws up because they don't have any rules for time travel. They just fucking make shit up.
That's the biggest fucking thing with this.
It makes no goddamn sense. He should know change.
They just make
and then
page to page.
So he traps him in the future using, I guess, this method.
The bazooka.
Apparently, but that's not how they explained how he gets trapped before.
Well, they just said that this girl creates a device that allows him to get trapped.
But you need another speedster to change the thing, right? That was their whole point. That's why Jay's trapped in the Speed Force. Because to get one, you have to put the other.
Well, that's for that I think that's something different than what this girl's doing. She's found a way to like trap him in there without putting someone in there.
That's not what I interpreted the show as doing.
No,
but
when they talk to 2024 Barry, he just says that this girl creates a device that allows you to trap him in there, and I think it's under the impression that you don't have to trade.
So here's my thing: he gets trapped in there in 2024. It's now 2017. Apparently, even though this is a loop, Savitar finds a way to stop this.
Yeah, he knows it's going to happen this time, so he uses the stone.
Which is bullshit. This is, again, Flash changing the rules of whatever the hell they decided to do whatever the hell they want. If you just wanted to kill Iris in the next episode, I'll get to that in a minute because this is what I think is going to happen in the next episode. It's going to be real bad for the first half. If you just wanted to kill Iris, just kill Iris. Like, don't make this whole bullshit plan of having them make this cannon, because this cannon bazooka should have stopped him.
It should have stopped him
because he should not be able to. He's like, oh, you don't think I would have stopped this? No, because you get trapped in the future. Your past self can't stop itself from being stopped.
He's not. There is no. You're looking at it like he is like you're looking at it like he's currently stuck in there in the future. He is the one.
In 2024, he gets stuck.
Yeah, but he's not. He's outside the time loop, so he's not currently in 2017 and stuck in the thing. He is literally out of it.
Yeah, I know that because he doesn't get stuck until 2024.
No, but how am I? It's like he is in 2017, right?
Yeah.
But simultaneously, he's not stuck in 2024.
Yeah, I know. But
there's only one copy of him.
I know.
So he would know. He's the same one that got stuck. That's what I'm saying.
But if it's a perfect loop, he can't not be stuck. He gets stuck later.
Yeah, so that's why it doesn't work now.
It should work, though.
I'm thinking it didn't work for multiple reasons. Fuck the stone. It might not have worked because maybe this girl who's only a student might not know what the fuck she's doing.
Exactly. But, okay, so my point's still valid, but that means nothing changes then.
Yeah.
Because that means he doesn't make a time remnant in the future.
No, he still would. Because he didn't trap him to.
But this fight never happened before.
I think the fight and everything always happens. I think that the loop.
I think the show doesn't know what the fuck it's doing.
The loop is a big fucking loop.
It's a big loop of bullshit.
It's a big loop of multiple things that always occur.
I think it's just a bunch of crap.
And that's why I'm saying I think it didn't work. Maybe the stone, maybe because that girl doesn't know what the fuck she's doing because she's only a student. Multiple reasons why this bazooka didn't work. But what it's not doing is it's not allowing Barry to learn something. And that's what I get so mad about watching this fucking show. And why I got so mad at the beginning when he was talking to the Argus girl, Diggle's wife. And the idea of this is happening because you did something. And we've read comics for years, we've watched movies, we understand that they go through losses, especially Barry. He's gone through losses. And the show just wants to write it off.
He was gone for 20 years.
The show just wants to write it off he's a hero. He can do whatever he wants. You fuck up time, we'll figure out some bullshit way for you to fix it. You guys can all live in a happy little world. No. And
see, here's the thing.
I want him to lose fucking Iris.
Well, here's my thing with that. Iris, the problem with Iris is she can't die. She's a permanent fixture of the Flash, at least until 52 and now Rebirth or whatever.
Yeah.
The side effect should have been Caitlin, not Iris.
Yeah, they should have just chose a different person.
It should have been her becoming Killer Frost and dying in a battle or something.
Yeah.
That should have been the consequence of his actions, and he should have learned from that. Because killing Iris and you obviously, she is going to live. I have no doubt about that. As much as you begrown it, I have known that from the get-go. You cannot kill Iris. She is Iris. She's going to be there. They have to be together. That is the thing. That is the one constant, at least if all the other rules get tossed out the goddamn window, it's those two together.
Yeah. So,
next episode, I guarantee you, though, the first maybe 20, 15 minutes will be Team Flash just crying like bitches.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I mean, I get why they're crying like bitches, but that does not make good TV, especially with the Flash, because they love that shit, and it's not good.
They will fucking ride that.
And then Barry's gonna have someone's gonna give him a speech, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh right, I can do things because I'm a hero.
I can do what I haven't learned from and run back in time and do something."
Yeah.
And that's the fucking problem, is that he's not learning.
I'm okay if he goes back and does something obviously going back and stopping your mother from dying. big no. Going back and borrowing Snart for this, that's okay. Put him back where he belongs.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
But I think this time, whatever he does for saving Iris time-wise may be justified, because I think it leads into their crisis storyline thing that they're building for from the first episode where he goes missing.
Yeah.
So I do think this time he's probably justified in his time travel. But he needs to knock that shit off. Time travel is the thing you do when you absolutely have no other plan.
Yeah.
Not your first fucking idea.
I'm almost done with Flash. Like, I'm gonna finish next week's, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out next season. But it better be there better be, like, Arrow had that change this year, where I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Arrow has stepped up.
Fucking change in season 4.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're gonna be reviewing this stuff by yourself.
Just sitting here in complete silence.
I'll be like, I didn't watch this one.
I'm not explaining 24 episodes of Arrow or Flash to you.
So we're moving on to news?
Yeah, we're moving on to news. That was our breakdown of those two shows. I hope you enjoy those breakdowns. We enjoy watching the shows for the most part. We also enjoy shitting on the Flash. So we're gonna start off with some movie news. We got some breaking news today, which we normally don't get to do. Yeah, so that was kind of exciting. I was like, oh, that's awesome. As some of you know, we record this on Friday. We gather all the big news stories that we find interesting, and we tell you about them and give our views on them. So what happened maybe an hour and a half ago, some news broke, and we're like, fuck yeah, we get to report this the day of. Sweet. So it's, I don't know who broke the story, but it's, we're getting Venom.
Yep.
Yay-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with it, but Tom Hardy is playing Eddie Brock / Venom. We got the guy who directed Zombieland directing it, Ruben Flesher. I'm going with that. And it's set for October 5th, 2018 release date, and they're set to begin film in the fall.
Yep.
So that's all the news we got on that.
I'm just reading something about it. It says, the high-priority project is being developed as its own standalone feature, not as a Spider-Man spin-off, as the studio attempts to launch their own extended cinematic universe.
Yeah, they haven't confirmed whether or not Spider-Man's going to be in this extended universe or not, because he's part of the... Yeah.
So, like... That just doesn't make sense. So, like, Spider-Man's not part of the Sony extended universe?
Well, because remember, because he's technically tied to the MCU right now. Mm-hmm. And from what we heard last week, he might be becoming a permanent fixture in the Marvel universe. So Sony's like, shit, we can make Marvel or Spider-Man Marvel movies and have them intertwine, but they don't want extended characters in that. Mm-hmm. So Sony Marvel was like, okay, we'll make our own expanded universe, and they wanted to use Venom, Silver Sable, and Black Cat.
Yeah.
And for most people, they're like, cool, Venom. Who the fuck are the other two people? You can't build an extended universe spin-off films, one, without using Spider-Man, because Venom needs Spider-Man to spin off of, and two, no one gives a fuck about the other two. Like,
well, it says right here, it says, it's still uncertain at this point in time whether his rival Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland in the Spider-Man Homecoming, or by an older actor, will make any sort of appearance in this upcoming venture. So would that be the idea of, like, Tom is like, it's almost like a Quicksilver thing, like Tom is like the MCU Spidey, and then the Sony versions will have its own Spider-Man and
no
thing.
They're gonna have one Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's just going to be like, because I think Sony probably might get some rights to him still, but they won't use him in films. Obviously, they'll just have their Venom, blah blah blah. Which, like, honestly, this is like the 8 X-Men films they announce. I'll believe it when I see some footage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like not footage. I mean like a trailer with most of it shot. That's what I believe will happen. Because they announce movie and casting and directors all the time. Hell, we have fucking news on The Flash, which has gone through more directors than any movie I've ever seen, because directors drop off that thing like flies.
Oh yeah, that
like,
movie is...
So...
I don't know why it's so hard to find directors for that film.
because I think DC keeps changing what it wants to do, based on feedback it gets from its other films. So these films are in a constant state of flux and adjustment. Is what I think.
I'm looking up something, but yeah.
All right. Is it the Eddie Brock stuff?
No. I just don't know why it's so hard to find directors for this.
The Flash.
The Flash film.
Yeah, so that was it kind of on Venom. We got a little bit of tidbit of information. They are moving forward with these. And I hope they're good, because I like Venom. I think he's a good character. As Eddie Brock, the other, not so much. So the Aquaman director thing, or not Aquaman, sorry, that's another story. The Flash is Robert Zemeckis, Matthew Vaughn, and Sam Raimi. Out of all those, I'm thinking probably Robert Zemeckis.
He seems to be the most one, but the problem because his name was mentioned a while ago, like a few months ago.
Yeah.
And apparently he has a film that he has to film this summer.
Oh, get it out. They'll clash.
And that was the issue then, is like he can't move on that film because everything's set to go in the fall.
Yeah.
And Warner Brothers didn't want to wait until like the spring or fall of next year to start. They wanted to like start some stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And he can't give any time now, so...
Well, that's what assistant directors are for. Those are easy to find. I'll do it for $5. Hear that? $5. I'll co-direct it. Vaughn, he's very niche. Like, and same with like Sam Raimi. Like, I like Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
He did a Spider-Man film, which if you want, you can go to Talking Bull on YouTube and watch our Spider-Man commentary.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's what you call a promo. Go watch it. Spoilers in it. Yeah, they're both very niche. They both have their own certain way of doing stories, which I can't necessarily seeing work for Venom, who's a darker. I'm still on Venom, so I'm gonna move to the Flash, which is a happy film, allegedly. But yeah, I don't know. I hope it gets somewhere, because I'd like to see a fucking DC movie that works. Apparently Wonder Woman. Have you seen early tweets? It's getting good.
Media embargo has been lifted, so
yeah,
they're allowed to put out like
tweets, I guess. Yeah,
and
it's positive,
very positive, so.
Which is good, because normally they're not.
Yeah.
For the last 2, 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 with Squad, Batman v Superman, and Man of Steel have not been positive from early thing. Do you know when the embargo lifts on Wonder Woman?
I believe the 30. How many days are in this month?
Is March?
The 31st.
31st.
So Wednesday.
So
2 days before.
Yeah. So when we shoot that week's podcast, we'll probably have more information on how it does. Hopefully it goes. What's that? Yeah. Comes out that night. So we will probably have a reacts on that, and by probably I mean we will. Mm-hmm. What else we got here? We got that. We got King Arthur came out last week. Bombed to high holy hell.
I knew that was gonna fit out.
Yeah, like I really like the actor in it. The trailer looked good. I want to watch it. I do. I just didn't want to pay to see it at the theater at the moment. Like it looks like a good film. Yeah, I will wait till it Netflixes. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Netflixes.
Netflixes.
It's just, yeah. Add more is to it, and you're fine. But so I'm hoping that when I do see it, it is good, because it did look good. It's one of those movies where it came out in a random kind of time, and you knew it was gonna bomb from the get-go. You could see it, and everyone just was like, yeah, pretty much. It came out the week after Guardians, so it had 1 week, and you knew Guardians was just gonna kill it anyways. I guess Alien Covenant comes out, and it did well overseas. It was actually number 2 overseas, so we'll see if it can win the box office. Power Rangers also came out in its...
I have an article for that.
You got an article? Yeah, I kind of skimmed an article. I guess it came out in...
It opened in... Okay, so here it is.
It did not do well. We're not getting another one.
Opened in China this past weekend. Proved to be quite a pleasant surprise. It's weird because it says Power Rangers proved to be quite the pleasant surprise this past March when it had opened at $40 million, and I was like, that's not really a surprise because I expected it to do good.
Yeah, you expected it to do that, but other people were like, this movie's going to do like $5.
It says it like a pleasant surprise, meaning it did well.
Yeah.
40 million, which it does.
Not well when your budget was like way more than that.
But so
with marketing, probably like 2.
It opened 5th in China. That was the problem.
Which, like, China? What the? Come on!
It opened 5th in China. I believe it did. I believe it took too fucking long because it doesn't open in Japan until August. But
which is crazy because that's where Sentai comes from.
Wait, the DVD comes out fucking June.
Yeah, we cut that story last week.
Yeah, the DVD comes out June 27th.
Yeah.
And the film then opens in Japan in August.
I'm sorry, what format?
The DVD. Oh, well, it comes in Blu-ray and DVD.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In a combo, because, I don't understand, but I'm just going to on a tangent here. Why are they still releasing DVD Blu-ray combos? Doesn't everyone have a Blu-ray player by now?
Probably not.
But most things come with a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, but not everyone has a Sony.
No, I'm not even saying a Sony. Blu-ray players are just as much as a DVD player. Why wouldn't you just buy a Blu-ray player?
Probably never bought a new one. Just bought a DVD player years ago.
That just makes me sad. I'm just saying, like, at this point, but it's so stupid because every release makes it seem like a big deal that it's Blu-ray and DVD combo, and I'm like, no, that's just what they do.
Yeah.
Because some people don't want to buy a Blu-ray player. I'm like, when are you gonna do when 4K's out?
Yeah. Well, I know.
And you skipped the fucking 3D trend. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. The 3D
Come on, guys. 3D was great. It worked for all of the 3 things it was on.
Power Rangers. No, I'm saying it. No sequel.
No, you're calling it.
I'm calling it.
You heard it first. TalkingBull, no sequel.
I called it in March before the movie came out.
I want a sequel. I want to see more.
I told you before, and then I told you even opening weekend. I was like, no, man, it's going to open like 4th. And you're like, no, we'll do 1st. And it opened in 4th. I was like, no.
He called that really good.
Boss Baby beat that shit up.
Which, like, fuck that.
And Beauty and the Beast, and then something else. Like, it opened 4th.
Joe Schmo's, any movie beat that. Like, it's just bullshit.
The same thing. In China, it opened 5th on its opening weekend. And then...
I don't understand why... You always see that, right?
King Arthur, which failed here, opened higher than that did there.
Why do movies overseas take so goddamn long to come out?
But King Arthur matched it weekend to weekend.
Okay, so one movie.
No, it's selective. Like, some movies are really open at the same time, and others are...
I don't know, it seems like...
I don't know why they choose... I don't know how they choose.
I don't know either, but it just seems like the majority of them come out month and a half later.
Yeah.
Or they come out first, and that's why all the pirate comes out.
Yeah.
Like, they're pirated the high holy hell.
But,
speaking of which, guys, if you don't want your movie pirated the first week it comes out, don't release the digital copy first.
Yeah, like,
they haven't caught on to this yet.
They do that, like the animated stuff, right?
Yeah, but like mostly everything. They advertise now.
Like, digital copy, June 1st.
Yeah.
Physical copy, July 5th. And you're like, that's like 8 weeks later. Like,
yeah, I got an email today from Warner Brothers giving the release for Lego Batman on digital Blu-ray or digital, and it's it's actually day and date. You can own the digital now.
Oh, you can own it now.
Yeah, available now and Blu-ray on June 13th. The fuck?
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
I don't know why they think that's better.
They're like, oh, if it's digital, people will buy it.
I guess either way, it's unless I don't know. Either way, it's stupid. Whenever the movie comes out, it's gonna get ripped.
There's just a little clip of Batman running as Lego. It's adorable. I haven't seen it yet, but I can own it now on digital HD.
I saw it. It was
yeah, but I don't understand. Like, okay, it might curb some piracy if you force people to buy it 2 weeks before. Like, put out the Blu-ray, DVD, and then release your digital copy.
Because you can still rip from that disc.
Yeah, but
still do that.
People are lazy, and they're more likely to not rip it from a disc than they are if they can just copy it off of the thing.
I don't know. Movies have been... That whole genre has been doing that for years, based off of just going from the disc.
I'm just saying, curve-wise, you might get some extra money out of your movie, which that's what you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would assume so. Some of these movies, honest to God, they make them, they spend so much money on them, and then they send them out to die. Like, King Arthur was pretty much sent out to bomb. Like, there was... Other than, like, theatrical trailers, did you see any push for that movie?
I didn't see any push for the movie, but I wasn't looking. But I I had no interest in seeing it because.
But like movies, you can like.
I read very few things, and it was a problem that I picked up myself in the trailer. Was like, it wasn't King Arthur. Like he was Arthur by name, but everything else was just like removed and replaced with Hollywood and actually,
I don't know. It looked like a King Arthur flick.
I knew this was not gonna work well.
But my
not in it.
I thought Merlin was what's his face? Shit.
He's like this. Merlin, I think, is in it, but like he's a nobody actor.
I thought he was the other dude from the trailer, not Haim, but the other guy. Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
He was just his buddy.
That's the king. That's the king that has taken over Arthur's kingdom. Because Arthur doesn't know, based on the trailers, Arthur doesn't know that he is King Arthur. He was raised as a
it was like a prequel, and I thought we saw his buddy in the trailer. That was supposed to be Merlin, allegedly.
Well, maybe, but it's still a nobody actor.
Okay.
We
know a lot about this movie, but my point being, like, Split.
Mm-hmm.
That was an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah. Apparently, a sequel to Unbreakable.
Yeah. By the way, spoilers if you didn't know that, because I didn't, and I found that out randomly, and I was like, oh shit!
Well,
now I have to watch both those movies.
A couple weeks ago, he announced that he's going to do a third one, which will be like the trilogy. Now.
Yeah, but if you hadn't seen Split, you had no idea it was a thing. It was a in that universe type of deal, which I didn't. I thought it was a standalone. Yeah. I still want to watch it, but
he didn't say it was until after the movie came out.
No, I know. I'm
going into it, knew that it was tied to it.
Yeah,
I guess there's a walk on.
Yeah, my whole shtick was that that movie, for an M. Night Shyamalan movie, I guess it was really good because it got good word of mouth. But you saw it everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Well,
is my point. But if you put money behind a movie, it may do well.
Better, yeah.
Like Power Rangers being the exception, because that shit was everywhere. But you can't really market a Power Rangers movie well anymore, because everyone's like, oh, Power Rangers, didn't that end like 35 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's still going.
And they're like, oh, well, they should have stopped when I stopped watching when I was 8.
Yeah, when I was 8.
Because that's when that show should have stopped.
Does the math check out on that?
Possibly. I was about 8.
Someone go do the math. We're not telling you. Just go do some math. Stay in school. Oh, that was my terrible stay in school joke, because I felt I haven't made enough shitty jokes yet. Did it work? We'll just let the silence speak for itself. What else we got? We got the funniest story, and this shit is just hilarious. A man is suing his date for allegedly texting too much during the movie. Took her to see Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2, and apparently within the first 10 minutes she had texted a shit ton of time. And apparently he was super annoyed. He even asked her to put away her phone, and she was like, no. Yeah. And now he's suing her for mental anguish for $17.30.
He's saying that she ruined his movie experience.
Yeah.
And she says that the person she was texting was one of her girlfriends who was
going through a breakup or whatever. Yeah.
With her boyfriends and stuff. And I was like, I heard about that too the other day.
And I'm just like,
it was fun. It was.
And then I guess she got so pissed off she left, and then he had to get a ride home because he used the ride. But and it's like, dude, I get the date sucked, but really.
I know I don't think it's going anywhere.
Oh, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's just it's unnecessary.
Just give him the $20 and shut him off.
Yeah, I guess I guess he did the dick move of texting her and asking her for the movie ticket back price. And I'm like,
you owe me $17.
What? What high horse are you on?
Yeah, just eat it.
It was a bad date. It sucked. You take the loss on that one, bro. That's all I gotta say.
I wish I could do that when I see a bad movie.
Well, that's what scene points are for.
Email the studio and be like, that movie was bad. I want my $10 back.
I keep emailing about Avatar, but they refuse to give me money. Those movies are never coming. Apparently there's a game, too, I saw this week.
Oh, yeah?
They're making an Avatar game, but it's not coming out till 2018, late 2018.
Oh, so the end of next year. So, did you see the Supernatural I know you watch that show.
Yeah, so we're done with movie. We're moving on to TV.
Yeah.
Because-
Supernatural.
Yeah,
Doing a crossover with Scooby-Doo.
there you go.
Animated crossover with Scooby-Doo.
I was talking about this today because I seen the article come up, and I said, and I quote, "When you get 13 seasons into this shit, it really doesn't fucking matter what you do."
And you can tell they're really stretching for ideas. They're like, you know what are Sam and Dean up to? You know what? I think they're gonna.
Oh, we're gonna go see Scooby-Doo.
Go see Scooby-Doo for a while.
Hello, Raggy. It's a human.
It's so funny.
Like, it's what?
When I read the article and it said like in season 13, I was like, season 13. I remember when this was supposed to be done at 10.
Yeah. Well, it was written for like
7.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 or 7.
5 or 7.
And then, but I thought like 10 was going to be like, they were like,
Yeah.
nope, 10 is done, 10 is done. And
Well, here's the thing with Supernatural.
And then it got renewed again. And then like, same thing with like 11 going into 12. And I'm like, and now it's going into 13. Just fucking.
It never ends. But here's my thing with Supernatural. It's still good. Like, it's constantly good. Even their filler is good.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate filler. I hate TV shows with filler. That's why I hate 24-episode shows.
Mm-hmm.
Supernatural is one of them. But it's still a good show. Even their filler still
Their filler
entwines.
is gimmics. Like,
Yeah.
that
Or
get you
it
to watch.
entwines the main plot somewhat still. And you know what? Sam and Dean learn shit. I don't know why I did that, because like only if you watch the fucking YouTube video will you get what I just did.
Yeah.
So, anyone who just listens to this, you're shit out of luck. I pointed at the camera. I don't want to be rude to the 5 people that listen to it on SoundCloud. Thanks, guys. You're the best. We get 5 consistent guys on SoundCloud. It's got to be the same 5 people. Which props to you guys. I love you guys.
You.
I love those guys. I love the guys that go on YouTube. I would just, again, I'm going to say this before we get too far into this. If you guys are watching this, let us know. Let us know what you think. We are kind of sitting here desperately wanting to know. Because we know what people have told us that we know. And they're like, it's good. And we're assuming they're lying because they know us and they don't want to hurt our feelings. We would like to know, if you do not know us and you are just some stranger who decided to watch these 2 idiots talk about what they think about nerdy news culture, I would love to know what you guys think. I'm very curious. So please, let me know. So yeah, Scooby-Doo on Supernatural. Why not?
Sure.
You know what? The funny thing is, you're like, oh, it's weird for Supernatural, right? It is not out of the realm for Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo has met more people than anyone on the planet. Yeah, he's hung out with wrestlers. He's hung out with Batman.
So fun.
He's hung out with the Harlem Globetrotters. Like, he knows some people. Everyone knows Scooby-Doo. And you know what? It might get the average person who hasn't watched 13 seasons of Supernatural yet to go, oh, I'll watch the episode with Scooby-Doo. And maybe they like it and they tune in and we'll get season 17. We'll get season 17 of Supernatural.
That will plays out.
All right, let's see how this plays out.
I tune in to watch this episode.
Yeah.
And then I just watch this one episode.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not going back to watch 12. I would look it up and be like, oh, maybe I'll watch it.
But you can Netflix it.
And then 12 episodes? No fucking way. I would never Netflix any show that is 42 minutes long and do 12 seasons of it.
But you'll rewatch How I Met Your Mother again?
I haven't watched it. I've only watched it one time.
How many times have you watched Friends?
23, 24 times.
Simpsons.
Maybe 6, 7, 8 times. All the
So
way.
instead of your like 9th, 10th, and 12th time watching that, just watch Supernatural? No, that's too much? That's too
I
much?
commit to 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same as throwing on an episode of Simpsons or Friends, and like, I could literally play it on the TV and get up and walk in the other fucking room. Like, it wouldn't.
Well, you could do that in another show. You could do that for 42 minutes.
I could do that for 42 minutes, but not for a show I've never seen.
I guess that's true.
That's what I'm saying. 42 minutes for 12 seasons. I have to sit and like watch it, and like that I have no interest in doing.
All right, fair enough.
I want to do it for. I kind of was thinking of rewatching Smallville, and then like.
Oh man, you can't.
I was like, I don't know if I could pull it off.
It's so hard. I tried. I watched the first 5 episodes, and I was like, no, fuck this. So quick news: The Witcher is going to be a TV series from Netflix. That sounds pretty interesting. I guess it's not based on the game.
It's based on the books.
It's based on the books. The creator of the game, whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce.
Did he write the books, or the?
He wrote the book. Okay. No, he wrote the 8 novels. It's a saga, and he will be a creative consultant on it. You want to try his name?
What is it?
It's the underline red mark under TV under Netflix. It's like Andres Sakas something.
Sapowski?
Yeah, we'll go with Sapowski. I'm pretty sure there's like 8 letters missing in that.
Sapowski?
Yeah, he's one of the Kapowski brothers, or brother and sister. That joke works, right? Okay, so this week was the upfronts. If you don't know what the upfronts are, it's where the 4 major studios and the CW, who thinks it's a studio,
4 major. And the
they release their TV schedules for the fall and their new shows and what they've decided to keep and cancel. So Fox every year just redoes its entire story because it cancels everything. And ABC and CBS are always the same as well. So we just grabbed stuff based on what we watch and kind of like that type of thing. So for ABC, we got The Inhumans. We'll do an 8-episode run on Friday. So they pretty much put it out to die at 9 o'clock.
Ooh, Friday at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and they moved Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to run after those 8 are done. And then it'll do its 22-episode run.
Yeah, I saw that they moved it from thing to Friday at 9.
So next season, look forward to not having the Inhumans and also not having Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting them
Fridays
back.
At 9 is a tough time.
Oh, yeah. At 9, definitely. Friday at 8, you might be able to work, but 9, you're fucked.
Night time slot is a...
Either you're it's kind of like you're finishing off your show, or you just don't care and you want to kill it.
Yeah.
Which that's what I looked at for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, if you... I don't understand why.
I don't know if it was... I didn't...
Well, see, here's what I think. There's so much loaded on Monday that keeping S.H.I.E.L.D. there, and even Gotham, which Fox moves to Thursday.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I know I jumped ahead there, but I think just Monday is so front-loaded with football and Big Bang Theory, you're fucked, because that is still the highest-rated show on CBS.
Yeah.
Even if I don't even watch it anymore. It's not that good. Yeah, I don't find it as good. Also, they don't have a set date for this. I think it's a mid-season, but continuing the trend of if you don't have any new shows, just try to bring something back. ABC's bringing back Roseanne. They didn't say how many episodes it was.
Yeah, I think it's just an 8 or 10.
Yeah, but they're bringing back Roseanne. It has all the main actors that were in the show, and they and both shit. I'm trying to remember because I don't remember Roseanne. The 2 actresses. Who is it?
Played Becky.
Yeah, the original one's gonna play Becky, and the one that replaced her,
the one from Scrubs.
the one from Scrubs, whose name is escaping me right now, as per usual, is going to have a new role on the show. So she's still getting a part in the show. Yeah, she's still getting a part in the show. She's just going to be someone else, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Cool that
So everyone's back, are all confirmed. They just haven't decided when that's going. That was it for ABC in terms of show we watch. Everything else was just a bunch of shows. You can go just Google 2017 Upfront if you really want to see the full schedules of stuff. So the network that's on a network, the CW, is moving Riverdale to Wednesdays, away from its Thursday slot. And they're using it because Riverdale has such a high watch rate, and which I think probably has more to do with Netflix than it does anything. They're moving it to Wednesday, and this was just funny. They're rebooting Dynasty.
Yeah, I know.
And it's going to be the lead-in for that, which I hope you enjoy your one season of Dynasty, guys. You know what I just realized? Riverdale is technically a comic book show.
Yeah, it is. And but the CW doesn't look for numbers.
No, it doesn't. It does a whole different thing.
Has been going in
But Supernatural is a high-rated show on their network,
the
though.
CW.
Yeah, for the CW.
Which is like a high-rating show for that show is like 2.5, maybe 3 million.
Yeah, which isn't bad for the CW.
No.
So based on all that, it's moving Arrow to Thursdays.
At 9.
But Arrow doesn't matter because it has Supernatural as the lead-in, and Arrow is right behind it in terms of people watching it.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter where they place it.
I'm nervous because I don't want this to be the end. I don't think
it won't.
Because they moved Smallville around like 4 times.
Yeah, but Smallville's problem was it started to suck in quality. After this season, Arrow is better. Yeah.
And it still went on for 10 seasons.
Yeah, I think it was okay. I think Arrow's fine.
When I see a show that I watch get moved, I'm like,
yeah,
it's not a good sign sometimes.
Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday and Legends.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's still
and then
Monday,
a bunch of other shit on other nights that I don't watch. So, and then iZombie, the originals, and their new show, Black Lightning, will be a mid-season type of show with a full order, which I don't understand. Yeah, and according to... I don't understand these mid-seasons that get full season's order.
I don't understand, like, the idea of a mid-season, because, like...
But you know what it is? It's just a show to replace a show.
Well, I know, like, I understand what it is. But, like, you're taking Arrow off... at the start of December, because no one watches TV for, like, the 4 weeks before and the 4 weeks after
Christmas.
So for those 8 weeks... No one watches TV. They're out doing family shit. They got parties. So they're like, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to watch a new show at the prime time slot when no one's fucking watching TV.
And then wonder why it doesn't take off.
Yeah, that's just a dumb idea.
Yeah.
All you got to do in those 8 weeks, reruns. Rerun Arrow, rerun Flash, and just fill time with because like it just seems like a weird idea. Like, we take the good shows or our primetime shows off because we know in advance no one watches TV during those times. So we're going to watch a new show in that time. Well, all the networks do it.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the main problem with the CW is it only has 2 hours.
Yeah,
it doesn't have that 10 o'clock hour to fill.
Yeah.
Which I think may help it if it did, but that's when I think the affiliates end and they do the crossover stuff with their news.
The idea, I'm like... What show...
They would have 85 more superhero shows.
Yeah, and then, like, what show are you putting at the 10 o'clock spot? Again, I see the 10 o'clock spot as being moved to, like, the Friday. 10 o'clock spot works for a more adult content.
Yeah, because that's the restriction ends at 9 for adult content.
Yeah, but, like, you're not going to air a show like Arrow or Black Lightning or at 10 o'clock. Like,
no.
It's not going to work. You're not... So, like, they don't make the content for a 10 o'clock spot.
No. Just do what Fox does and put it on at 7. And then play football and never show the show, and that's why we don't have Futurama anymore. And I'm very sad about that.
They did something, Fox... I looked at their Sunday night lineup, and it was all a little weird, too. They were putting a new show on from...
Yeah, I was... No, that's... I got that. It premieres that week at that spot after their big doubleheader.
Uh-huh.
And then it goes to its normal time slot, which is Thursdays after Gotham. So Gotham's going to be its lead-in.
What's the show called?
So just one quick sec before we get into that. Black Lightning. Not set in the Arrowverse, at least for now, according to producers.
But I was curious, like, they said that, but then I was like, but did they didn't confirm if it was set in, like, the Supergirl verse.
No, they just said it.
Another world. I'd like to know where it was.
I think it's going to be like Supergirl, where they pretend it doesn't exist, and then it just does.
Oh, I think it can be, like, they can travel to the world.
I think...
similar that Barry can hop to the world and
I think it'll be like Vixen, where they just kind of shoehorn her in at some point. Mm-hmm. That's what they'll do with Black Lightning. Like they did with the JSA. So, that I just wanted to get that out before we jumped. So... it's called Orville, and it's created and stars Seth MacFarlane, which means it'll be really funny, but also it'll air one episode every 3 weeks, but somehow still at 24 episodes.
Well, the math doesn't check out.
No.
And it's live action.
It's live action. I just wanted to make a joke at Family Guy. So it's set 400 years in the future and revolves around the workplace antics of an exploratory vessel staffed by humans and aliens. And basically, it's just the reasons for Seth MacFarlane to make alien jokes at Star Trek and Star Wars thing. Did you watch the trailer?
I was just gonna jump into that. Keep
Yeah.
going with this. Well,
that's all I had for the rundown. But yeah, I watched the trailer and
Star Trek.
no, not Star Trek, for Orville.
No, couldn't have been bothered.
It's super funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm guessing it's not gonna do a lot.
Yeah, probably not. But I think it's got 8 episodes already banked, and they gave it a 13 episode order, the normal like half run episode, which I'm like, I hope it does well because it looked fun. It looked really funny.
Mm-hmm.
So
check it out.
Yeah, it's got a good cast too.
I don't really watch TV trailers. Like I couldn't be bothered. I watch the show when they come out.
As you're about to bring up though.
Yeah, the Star Trek. Right?
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, neither did I.
I have some beef with this. I hate.
Okay, I'm going to say this first, and then you can go on your rant.
Okay.
I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
The only Star Trek things I have ever watched.
The new ones.
Are the 3 movies. So
yeah.
I have no Star Trek knowledge.
I thought you went back and watched 1 and Wrath of Khan.
I watched 1 and Wrath of Khan, both of which were
garbage. Whoa.
No, I will say that to your face. Both of which were fucking garbage.
Dude, Wrath of Khan is fucking awesome.
No, you know what?
Yeah, Wrath of Khan is great.
Okay, Wrath of Khan might have been good in '84 when it came out or whatever.
Yeah.
But watching it in 2015, I wanted to fucking beat myself.
Well, see, so here's the problem. I watched all this stuff when I was a kid. My dad was huge into this stuff.
And you didn't know what good movies were yet. So you didn't watch it again.
So
I'm watching
I may have, but here's the problem. You see. Here's the thing. You see the new stuff before you watch the old stuff, right? So you had seen the new Star Trek before you saw the old Star Trek.
Yes.
So like the new one is great. And then you try to go back and watch the old stuff, and you're like, man, this is dated, and it's... But you could have watched I think had you had watched the other ones first... Granted, Star Trek follows the rule where even number films are better than the odd number films. Yeah. So like 1, 3, 4, or 1, 3, 5, and 6 all suck.
The only way that would have worked, though, is if I never watched any other movie. Like, if I had never watched any movie. Because, I mean, like, if we're just going based off of effects... Transformers looks better than Wrath of Khan. You know, like
definitely. But Transformers sucks.
I would not be able to watch any movie and then go watch Wrath of Khan and be.
Well, Star Trek always looked bad.
Yeah, and it fucking.
It's like Doctor Who.
And you know what? Even story-wise, it was just shitty movie, shitty actors. Like, it's not a good movie.
I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So I will argue up and down with that.
Do you have any interest in watching this new TV series?
I will watch it, but I'm very mad at it because I hate any Star Trek series that takes place before the original series. Because one, they fuck up any timeline set before the stuff. And then they just try to shoehorn shit in to make it set within the universe. And it's fucking garbage. I'm not like, nothing happened before the Enterprise, blah, 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 blah. No, it's just... Any stuff that now is set before that obviously is going to look better, but you still have to make it match the original like ambiance of the old TV show. Mm-hmm. So everything just looks stupid and dated, well new.
Yeah.
And it's fucking stupid. And this is why like Enterprise, the TV show, is responsible along with Star Trek Nemesis for almost killing the Star Trek franchise. Like they were so fucking bad. They shelved it for so long until they're like, you know what? We're gonna reboot it, and they did it the smart way. They didn't get rid of continuity. They just changed the timeline to have its own continuity, which I like.
Yeah, I like it.
Because you're not shitting on the 50 years before that. Well, 46, I think, at the time. But, like, I just hate shit set before previously established stuff. In terms of TV shows and movies, that type of shit is kind of reserved for, like, books and games, I think. Because you can have that same atmosphere without ruining it and making it set in a, like, main thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know.
I see your point.
Plus, it's on their, like, fucking CBS Experience app or some bullshit.
So it's not on TV?
Not that I could find. It's not in their fucking CBS the TV show list. Which, by the way, if you guys, like, I'll before we do the stuff, I'll do the rundown of everything. I legit have, like, so it says ABC, there's a bunch of stuff. CW, there's a bunch of stuff. Fox, CBS Upfront, I legit wrote nothing. Like, it says nothing. That's all it says. Because I watched one show on CBS, and I couldn't even find where it was.
Which show?
Scorpion. I'm pretty sure it's on CBS. And that's all I could find, because I do not care about any other show on that network. And then for NBC, I have Will and Grace back for a 12-episode run.
Yeah, NBC didn't make a lot of changes.
And it's on Thursday at 8, which they're trying to bring back their must-see TV. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, that's pretty strong. So I was like, fine, I'll watch it. I watched Will and Grace a little bit back in the day. I watched, it was kind of funny. I wish, it's not on Netflix. I wish it was. I would love to go back and watch it again. I think when you're doing this type of show, you should really put it somewhere so we can watch it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to bring back Roseanne, give them the Netflix rights to do it.
Yeah, drop it.
The same with Will and Grace.
It comes out in the fall.
Yeah, that's what they did this, and this is a terrible example. They did it with Full House. Full House, they dropped on the network, on Netflix, and then they premiered Fuller House. Granted, it's still their thing, but it worked.
Yeah, and
I started watching Full House on there, and then I watched Fuller House. Both not great shows.